Alright, we are at the Occupy Pittsburgh. It's Christmas Day, 2011. We're going to take you on a quick tour of camp. See if we can do this in under 10 minutes. This front part that we're taking a look at has been cleared out mostly back to open space. And we now have 3 flags and another spangled banner. There's one dwelling pop up the other day there. That's someone we're happy to see there, actually. As we walk up here, you'll see around the fountain, there's sort of the art area that has sprung up along the fencing around the fountain. Actually, the fencing sprung up around the fountain, then the art sprung up around the fencing. This conscientiously objecting capitalism banner has an interesting history. There were other things printed on it once upon a time, and you know, they wax and wane and they go. We'll take a spin around there. This is something called the B. Arthur Memorial Tent, I believe. There's our social media yurt. And we have residences. Usually you walk through camp, you know, you start with the Grand Regal Cement Thoroughfare up and down the middle, but I'd say recognizing that Pittsburgh is an occupation of neighborhoods, we're going to start here in, well, I used to call it the Anarchist Bog, but it really is, probably really is Little Allentown now, this whole area across Little Allentown Avenue on the back. These are my names, of course. This is actually a really well populated neighborhood full of some good campers. Humble tents packed closely together. You know, sometimes you look down at the ground and you're like, oh, what a crummy thing down there. But, you know, we're rather proud of these plywood walkways. You know, we try to keep them nice whenever they do get a little muddy. Or place them whenever we can. It's just a path to get up from the bottom to the top in a way that makes sense for, you know, a little more urban density. Have a nice parasol here. We'll make our way up and we see, I wonder who lives there. That's a nice big tent. Oh, this is the Revolutionary Wellness Tent, of course. The Revolutionary Wellness Tent is known as a safe space for people who require, you know, sort of an extra level of assurance. More residences here. And then we have our supply tent, or we call it the comfort tent, and the comfort pavilion, I suppose. Now, as we walk in here, you'll see this is where we keep many items that are useful during the cold, or during the chilly, during the night. And we haven't gotten this rack set up yet with jackets, but we hope to duct tape that together soon and make sure it's ready to accept jackets. These are things waiting to be filed in the supply area. There's, you know, this is Christmas. What time is it? Can't be more than 3:45 or so, 4 o'clock. There's our trumpeter. On Christmas Day, you're not going to see a heck of a lot of people here. There is traveling, but you're going to see more traffic in and out. We don't know what we're going to see today. There's people hanging out with each other again, people hanging out outside. In front of the library, I'll have to show you the library in depth. Let me back up again real quick. This is our mess hall. This is where we serve and eat food, especially together. And I'm not going to bother anyone with the webcam, but you'll see on Christmas here we have a nice group here going around. How you doing, man? Say hi to the people. Hi, people. Hey, people.
Do me a favor.
There's T-Bone.
Just your eyes. Watch the tip of the
T-Bone. T-Bone, settle it out. T-Bone.
Okay, he answered my question.
T-Bone.
Uh-oh, here we go.
T-Bone.
Yeah.
T-Bone's our most popular guy in camp. Except for Steve Cooper and his beard, that is. Some guy. Some guy over there. This is the spread that we're working on right here. To our left, we have trays and trays of Chinese food. I believe provided by a local union. Utility workers, I believe. It's an acronym I'm not as familiar with. Did you know the stagehand union dropped by today and dropped off some literature? The local stagehand union has a bone to pick with the cultural district. I'm going to have to mention that at some point in the future. And there's more guests. There's more guests. Oh, what a pretty postcard that is right there. All right. And then to our right, there's we got some ham, we got some turkeys, we got some wonderful scalloped potatoes and veggies and
I caught those chickens
barley.
myself.
Caught the chickens and stuff. I've been snacking on these like crazy right here. This is my little secret filed away. Oh, we got an Occupy doggy. Wait a minute. It's been a little while since I've seen an Occupy doggy here.
Oh, there's two up front if you sit down.
Yeah? Well, we ought to make that a dog walking area up front.
No,
Just
down
put up
front.
a sign that says, please clean up after your dog.
He's got fight fat cats around his neck. I swear.
Fight fat cats. Love it. All right. And we're walking. Now up here, now you see, we sort of skipped the Regal Thoroughfare and we're already, this will give you some perspective. We skipped the Regal Thoroughfare in the art area and we're now at the top of the hill at Ross Street. This will give even more perspective. That says BNY Mellon, as does that. That says, I can't really see it from this angle. I don't know if you can make it out. But this is our meetings and wellness tent is what it is right now. What it is a fantastic tent. I mean, this is the mothership. This is whenever we have to blow our way into another solar system, this thing will just take off and go. These are signs. Signs are always nice to look at. Signs. Everywhere sign. That's a great sign. I don't know what the heck that means. That's a sign for sure. And that's a sign for sure. There's our lavatories most of the time. And I said I'd keep this under 10 minutes, so I'm going to start walking a little faster. Let's see. I don't want to go out of order, but alright, so I'll take, this is the People's Library. And I need to open this for you people really quickly, just because, you know, I know that books are awesome, and you're going to ooh and ah no matter what books we should do, but, you know, we got a little something going on here. We got a little, you know, this has become a discussion area, actually. So I never go in it. These intellectual types tend to have these talks in here. Maybe, can we zoom in on any titles? Is that a possibility? There you go. I'm looking for the Paris of Appalachia. I feel like I've seen it in here. If it's not in there, we're going to have to correct that. Then more coming in every day. And more things. Alright, I got a minute and a half to show you the Occupy. Walking up the hill here, we got the medical unit. We got the art tent. We got the woodshed. You have to take people out somewhere. You got more residences. Oh. More residences. That was a nice one. Oh, and then here on the left-hand side we have the our honorable communications team. And on the right side here we have the Canadian Club. This is where a fair amount of music and other merriment gets played. As does at the B. Arthur Memorial Tent, if you were wondering what the heck that was. Yeah, we're ironic all the time. What are you going to do? We're a bunch of occupiers. Here was the former idea for where the medic area might be. We don't know what to do with this yet, but it serves a nice staging area. But speaking of staging area, we were thinking of putting a staging area up front. So, from the People's Park at Christmas, In 2011, this is Bram Reichbaum from the Pittsburgh Comet saying thank you for joining us.